I cannot believe what my husband says regarding my looks. I am not the oop. Oop is you, penumbral specter. I cannot believe what my husband says regarding my looks. Originally posted to our marriage. Original post August 16, 2023. My husband, 27M and 26F, and I were college sweethearts. Married last year, got pregnant the next month. We love each other. He's literally a guy with no red flags. Extremely supportive throughout my education, my job, fully engaged in all that I love during wedding planning, etc., and was a mountain of support during my pregnancy. I had our child and I haven't looked the same since. I am 4 months PP and have lost most of the weight. I can fit into my pre-pregnancy clothes. But I'm a woman of color and have a lot of discoloration around my neck, stomach, etc. from the pregnancy. I also have a thing called diastasis recti, where there is a slight W-shaped bend in my stomach that looks like a small pouch. I am also losing a whole ton of hair. I used to have thick long black hair, but now it's definitely falling in clumps. I can notice it and I feel disgusted by myself. One of my breasts also seems to be bigger than the other. I have cried and cried about all this and he tells me he has no idea what I'm talking about even though I can clearly see all these changes. He keeps saying things like I'm still beautiful, etc., while it's objectively untrue. I definitely used to look extremely gorgeous. I had hair that went below my butt and cut off 67 inches, so it's now waist length, and cried about that. So he got a recipe to make a hair oil for loss from his grandmother and made it and massages my scalp 3 times a day. It's working slowly. He tells me I'm gorgeous every day and can't wait for us to do this or that, etc., but I just hate myself and cannot believe a single word of how he thinks I'm still beautiful. I keep reading on here how men lose their attraction to their wives after having a baby and now I decay. If he's just pretending to hide something. Update. You guys were right. December 16th, 2023. I posted some 4 months about a ton of things that I felt insecure about. You guys were right. My hair fall has stopped. The discoloration is gone. My diastasis is not so bad. But my old clothes are from a different style, so my husband took me out and we got a whole new wardrobe from our parent era. I also got a haircut. This was very emotional for me because I used to have very long hair. But this was practical and now a very easy to maintain decision. I am much more comfortable with how I look. I'm slowly getting to where I was before. Mentally, getting professional help was also monumental. My husband still cleans. I still cook. Our baby started daycare at 8 months. All is well. Thanks for the support. This is a repost sub IAM, not the oop. They are definitely an Indian couple. Everyone here has a secret recipe for hair loss from their grandmother, which works better than expensive medical treatments. Always glad for a happy story. Supportive husband. Health issues are getting better. And professionals are involved mental health-wise. I should stop reading this sub immediately. This was a scary title but an excellent read. I saw this post. You missed the best parts. All the comments from people assuring her that he was sincere. And all the men, fathers, husbands who said they feel the exact same way about their wives. Really, it's a very sweet comment section. I saw, literally, a guy with no red flags, and thought the story was about to say, hold my beer and watch this. Was not expecting that. This was a sweet update. My mother had experienced similar symptoms around the time I was still months old. She did struggle a little, but she managed to recover from it. Nice to read something sweet on BORU. A supportive spouse? Question mark. Truly a breath of fresh air on this sub. Does anyone have a lovely secret hair restoring oil recipe I could also use? Winking face. The husband is a huge white flag. I love this for op. She married Pierce Bronson and should never let go. This is so wholesome. I was prepared for heartbreak, but this is beautiful. Yes. Palette cleanser. Yes. Happy for oop. Friendly PSA that hair loss en masse after giving birth is normal. During pregnancy it's very common for your hair follicles to get stuck in the not quite growing, but also not falling out phase of the hair growth cycle, so you get hella thick hair. And then once the pregnancy hormones are gone, all those follicles start their cycles again and hit the yeet themselves out of your scalp phase. All at once. Your hair isn't vanishing into nothingness forever. It's just the contrast of thick hair going back to your original hair, coupled with all those follicles syncing up to fall out at once. Please don't panic. It's temporary. By the time your kiddo is old enough to spare some of your energy for your hair again, you'll be back to your normal. After birth, please continue to take iron. Your body will lose so much of it and it will show after birth. Also try to feed from both breasts equally to avoid causing difference in size. I've gone through that phase of weight gain, not fitting into anything in my closet, and having a small breakdown about it. Major family loss, PTSD, and work stress all contributed to all of it. My husband said the same thing. That he saw me as beautiful no matter what I thought or what the scale said. That if it reached the point where I became physically unable to do my job, paramedic, he'd start to become concerned. But until that time he'd be ready to support me no matter what I wanted to do. Lose the weight, keep it, whatever. When I asked him to help keep me accountable with working out more, he did so without pushing. When I worried over my food intake, he looked up healthier recipes. I eventually found my way back to a happy and healthy lifestyle, but would have struggled so much harder without his support. The hair loss is common post-pregnancy when the hormones drop. My sister had that problem with her second child.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.